But the instability in the Middle East is principally a problem of Iran, the growing threats from Iran, its quest for nuclear weapons, the terrorist forces and proxies that it sponsors throughout the Middle East. And I've made it my life's mission to prevent Iran from from getting a nuclear arsenal and fighting its terrorism every day. And we're successful in that. But I would also say that Israel itself is successful, and I urge all of your audience to come to Israel and see. First of all, you'll see an amazing combination of the old and the new, because when you visit Israel, you can follow the footsteps of Jesus from the Galilee to Jerusalem to Bethlehem. It's all there. I mean, these are real places. They're not up in the sky. They're there and quite amazing to see. And at the same time, you see not only how we respect our past, but how we seize the future with extraordinary innovation that has made Israel, once we liberated its economy, it's something else I describe in my book, how I turned a semi-socialist state into a vibrant free market economy. Well, the combination of ingenuity and free markets made Israel a very, very successful country. And we went from $17,000 per capita income when I took over to $53,000. So we passed Britain in GDP per capita, we passed France, we passed Japan, and we passed Germany. Listen, we're still behind the United States, but give me the next 4 years, we might catch up. So you should come to this extraordinary land, the old and the new, and you'll be welcomed in a way that reflects the fact that Israelis understand how valuable, how important the support of Christians around the world is. We have no better friends, and I know that. Everybody knows that.
Well, you may be surprised to know that it was in 1983 that my husband and I were in Israel, just a young married couple, and it was on the Mount of Olives that God spoke to him about getting involved in television. We had no idea at that time that it would grow to be the largest Christian television network in the world. So we do have that connection to Israel, and we are bringing a tour to Israel in 2023. So Israel is open again, and you do encourage people to come back to the land of the Bible and see exactly what you're talking about. It is a marvelous place, a beautiful place, and there's something very special as you drive into the city of Jerusalem.
Indeed, it is indeed. You know, and I never forget it. I describe my military service. So, you know, in this unit, we put a lot of emphasis on navigation, primarily night navigation. You know, just walking without, we didn't have all these computer simulations. We didn't have GPS. So we had to memorize the route by heart, which I did. But this was preceded by months of daytime navigation. And in these daytime navigations, this is right after the 6-Day War when I was volunteered for the Special Forces. And I went through Judea and I went through Samaria. I went into Galilee. I went into Negev. And it was all the places that I saw, including in the Sinai, that I read in the Bible. And I would walk from one place to the other. And even though we were, you know, these are grueling marches. I mean, they're really hard. But I would stop, even though it was short stops, in places that are mentioned in the Bible. And I would wonder at the fact that this extraordinary birth of the Jewish people, we had come back just as the prophets had prophesied. The ingathering of the exiles, the rebirth of Israel, the rebirth of a united Jerusalem. This never failed to inspire me, and it inspires me just the same today, Joni. This is our purpose. This is our mission, and we achieved the first part, is to reconstitute our national life in the land of Zion, and the second mission is to ensure its future. Once reconstituted, once the Jewish people forded this river between annihilation and salvation, now we have to assure that this dream is permanent. And I've made it my life's mission to make Israel very, very strong. Strong economically, strong militarily, strong diplomatically. And that strength produced the peace treaties with the Arab countries, because they view now Israel not as their enemy, but as their ally. I would say their indispensable ally in rolling back Iran's aggression. So this has led to peace, strength, peace through strength. It's an expression that your audience, I'm sure, knows. It's true. Nobody's interested in a weak Israel, and a weak Israel will not survive and will not make alliances. But once you're strong, people come to that strength, and that strength is not merely an external strength, but it's the fortitude of spirit and of faith that animates me and so many of our people.
Well, before you leave, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, we would love to hear how the Lord is moving and touching your heart right now. So be sure to comment below and then share this video with someone you feel needs it just as much as you did.